Commence on June 1, 2014, and shall require all lessees to comply with the applicable provisions of the Airport Minimum Standards Code and the Airport's Rules and Regulations Code for the Wetumpka Municipal Airport. That any former ordinance conflicting with the provisions of this ordinance is hereby repealed to the extent of any conflicting terms, and that if any provision of this ordinance is declared unconstitutional or otherwise invalid, it shall have no effect on the validity of the remaining provisions of this ordinance, and that this ordinance shall become effective upon its adoption and publication as required by law. Adopted and approved.
Okay, you've heard the reading of the ordinance. What are your wishes?
Like for suspend the rules, right?
Yeah.
Suspend the rules.
Have a motion to
Second.
suspend the rules. We have a second.
Need to do a roll call. Robbins?
Yes.
Gill?
Yes.
Thornton? Yes. Gann?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
Mayor? Unanimous consent.
Okay. Having suspended the rules, do we have a motion to approve or adopt the ordinance?
We have a motion that we adopt the ordinance.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Roll call. Robbins?
Yes.
Gill?
Yes.
Thornton? Gann?
Yes.
Jones?
Yes.
Mayor? Unanimous.
Okay. So that has been
Has been
approved, been adopted. Boards and committees? I think they have a very good, well, that's a chamber report. Anybody here to do the chamber report?
Cradle Festival was wonderful. Bands were great.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank everybody for the
Yeah.
support.
Yeah, a lot of people understand there was 7,000. I was there 3 different times throughout the day, but
We had more people for the tours than we could take.
Sold out.
somebody told me, he said it was the drivers that were just
I
horrible.
tried to go fast, so we could get back, but Chief kept coming by and I had to slow down.
What council members did we have driving?
That would be Councilman Jones, and, did something really happen? If not, I'm not gonna incriminate myself. Councilman Robbins?
Driving, okay. Is that how you hurt your back?
No. You're getting old, like you.
Public comment. You don't read that. You don't read that. Okay, we had this put in our hands by the Wetumpka Police Department. Brandon Sims is the applicant for an event date of Wednesday, May the 14th, Gold Star Park, Wetumpka, 12 p.m. Sound check and music testing, 6:30 p.m. event starts. Ending time of the event is 8:30. 2,000 people, but that has been reduced. Okay. He is putting on an putting on an end of the school year rally for the kids in the Wetumpka, Eclectic, and Tallahassee areas. It will be a church event where Christians come together to worship God. Okay. On May the 14th, I'm doing the end of the school year rally. I'm opening it up to the public, and I would like to have it in Gold Star Park. My plan was to get out there around 10:30 to 11 that morning to start moving stuff around. I do have speakers and lights that I will be putting up for the event. There will also be a band playing live music and a guest speaker. I'm not asking for any help as far as law enforcement. I do have people whom I have talked to and are willing to help look over everything. I plan on just pushing the bleachers together so first come, first served. My plan was to just let them sit on the ground. If they want to bring a chair, then they can. With it being outside, I did talk with the youth pastors about a time, and they wanted to start at 7 p.m. I have no problem with that. I think by that time it'll be good and cool. The time set for this to start at 7 and end at 8:30. If the police chief is willing to have one of the officers drop in and check on us, I would greatly appreciate that. I will be at the city council meeting on April the 21st, so please feel free to ask me any questions, Brandon Sims. Uh, What we just passed tonight, it pertains to numbers, and I don't have the breakdown on that. Oh, yeah, that's my focus. Okay. Brandon, you are representing the churches here.
I'm originally from Santa. That's the
You're
church.
originally from where?
Santa, that's the church that I'm a member of. And like I said, I've been doing this for 3 years. This will be my 3rd year doing it. And I've done it in eclectic. The first time I did it was out on the football field, the second time was in the gym. And each year we've had approximately 400 kids, 400 to 450 kids there. And so that's why I wanted to do it outside again. Figured Gold Star Park would be a good spot, good space, stage. So that's what.
Gold Star Park is a public park,
Yes, sir.
and I don't know how we would control it being secured just for that event. Because it's open to anybody that wants to come into the park. Now, if it's a city sponsored, yes, we do, control that as a city. I don't know. I appreciate your willingness to do this, but again, going back to, you alluded in here to youth pastors.
Yes, sir.
Where are those youth pastors from?
The youth pastors that I've talked to, Santa First Baptist of Eclectic, Casada First Baptist, First Baptist of Wetumpka, which are the 4 main youth pastors that we've talked to that get around as far as going from one church to another, communicating. And they, like I said, they think that 7 o'clock will be the best time to start. We do have chaperones that come with each group. So as far as, me personally, I don't think it'd be a problem as far as kids being gathered right there. I believe with the amount of chaperones that we have, that there would be enough adult supervision to watch for this. Like I said, when we did it on the football field in Eclectic, everybody was there, everybody was there sitting on the bleachers, everybody was conjoined right there. We didn't have people wandering around. Of course, it is a public park, and I'm opening it up to the public. Whoever wants to come, they can come. I'd be more than glad to see people in here, at this event. So, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about people wandering around as far as youth group go. I can't control a grown man. If he's
Are
here
they
himself.
coming as churches?
Yes, sir.
Youth groups, bringing them in buses and vans?
Yes, sir.
Is your church involved in this?
I like the concept of, I'm not aware of, historically, what you said you've done it before.
Yes, sir. I have my flyers that are printed, and I wanted to get this approved before I went out and put the flyers.
But my question is, where have you done these events before?
Eclectic High School football field, an Eclectic High School gym, and Eclectic United Methodist Church.
And it was a collaboration of other churches?
Yes, sir. All other churches from around Wetumpka, Millbrook, Casada area, Eclectic, Tallahassee, conjoined a lot of churches. There's usually a first party praise, and I'm not sure if you guys are aware of that, but during the first party praise, it's a conjoined church. It's one big church conjoined into one. One church is responsible for the first party praise. So you can say this is kind of like a first party praise, but it's not. It's basically one big church conjoined by most of the churches.
Mayor, I commend what the young man is doing. I wish we had more young men like yourself that would be willing to take on these type of initiatives. Because normally, when people want to rent out an event or facilities for a party, not anything dealing with giving praise to God. So I commend you for that. So I'm hoping we can find that work with.
Since this originated through the